The 100-meter dash, the defining distance in determining the fastest men and women in the world. In the last century, man has shaved over 1 second off the 100-meter record. Women are now running as fast as men were 100 years ago. And 90 men in history have broken the 10-second barrier since Jim Hines first did it at the 1968 Olympics. Not surprisingly, 40 of these men have been American, and 12 of them Jamaican. Interestingly, the country with the third highest number of sub-10 runners in history is Nigeria, with 8 guys who have done it. But no Nigerian has broken 10 seconds since Olusoji Fasuba in 2006. So what does it take to produce champions in the sport of track and field? How have the Jamaicans become the world's fastest people? And how come Nigeria has not kept up with the rest of the world in recent years?
I am a born champion. Jamaican special. You are a born champion, yeah. Limitless, limitless. We are the born champion now. Undisputed soldiers. This is the song for the champion.
I'm a champion like Usain Bolt. I'm guessing it's the swagger.
The 90s was undoubtedly Nigeria's most successful decade in the sport. Relay medals for both the men and the women in the 4x100 at Barcelona 92 were closely followed by Nigeria's best Olympic performance yet at Atlanta 96. Chioma Ajunwa's long jump gold, silver in the women's 4x4, and bronze medals for Marion Yali in the 200 meters and Falilat Ogunkoya in the 400 meters were all somewhat overshadowed by Nigeria's equally historic gold in the football.
If it isn't broke, I shouldn't have to fix it. I'm gold medal, Nigerian 96 Olympics. No chapel, I'm a winner. Something like a young Roger Miller, yes sir.
First lady enter, drum roll necessary. You can see my stripes and the gold stars clearly. Trained on a battlefield, no rehearsal, live like a wire. Don't need no test run, round one you go tire. Yeah, I flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Only 3 Nigerians in history can lay claim to being double Olympic medalists.
Well, I'm popularly known as Marion Yali. I don't want to go through all the other protocols. It's too long.
Nephew Kudo Obong, 2-time Olympian, Olympic gold medalist in 2000, and I'm a bronze medalist in 2004 in Athens.
Today, they all play their part in supporting athletics in Nigeria. We met with each of them to find out how they did it and which of their medals meant more to them.
Make I tell you my story, oh. Make I tell you my story, oh.
One, thanks to God for giving me the grace. Again, the talent. But I've always lived by what I call my favorite 3 Ds. Discipline, determination, and dedication. I couldn't do without those. Discipline, because if you're not disciplined in anything you do, whether in sports or in your daily lives, you're nowhere. Determination, once you've figured out what you want in life, go for it. Be determined and make sure you have the will, the strong will to achieve it. Dedication, just give it your all. Give it everything you got.
When you're the best, it's very insulting to see anybody in front of you. And the time we used to run, we used to tell people that I will show you the make of my spike shoes. And the make of the spike shoe was always at the bottom of the spikes, and then you can't know that except you're running behind the person. So it was bad to know the make of another person's spike shoes. So, but I think one of the advantages I had is that I was raw. I was not a student of athletics like I am now. So when I saw people in front of me, irrespective of their athletics pedigree, I just felt that I could run faster than them.
I ran 49 seconds, 19 times, and none of my co-athletes have ever done that. And I was run the best quarter miler in the world.
Ogunkoya of Nigeria has been in sparkling form this year. Made the final last year, finished 6th behind Perek. Here's Yusuf. the second Nigerian, ran 49.43 at the African Championships last year.
I was the first female athlete to win a medal, individual medal in the Olympics. That alone was like, my bronze was like a gold to me. It was a very tough race, but hard work always paid off. When I finished the 400 meters, I just went on the ground, and then later I saw, and then I saw Perek and Cathy, that, Pali, congrats,
Mary Onyali.
I would say my number one is the Atlanta 96, where I got the bronze medal in the 200. The Barcelona was it until, the first bronze was Barcelona, the 4x1. But I put that in the corner because it was our medal. I considered it our medal. It's still, I got a piece of it. But I wanted one where myself and I put all the effort in it. I wanted one for myself. And knowing that 200 is my favorite event, God just granted me that wish. And by Atlanta, the age, the injuries, and everything was creeping up. I was just begging God to give me this one last chance because I know there's no more fuel in the tank to go for the next Olympics, 100%. The kids were coming up and it's time to exit. And I wanted to do it gracefully, and thank God I was granted that wish.
Atlanta 96 should have been a catalyst for the explosion of track and field in Nigeria. Instead, Sydney 2000 was the beginning of the end. Nigeria's third and last Olympic gold was won thanks to a brilliant anchor leg run in the 4x4 by Enefiok Udo Obong at the Sydney Games.
Gold for the United States. Nigeria coming through superbly for the silver. What a brilliant leg that was by Udo Obong. The Nigerians really coming from nowhere, and they're celebrating. It's not been a great games for the Nigerians, but that final leg really something special.
The Michael Johnson-led US quartet finished in first place, but Nigeria was promoted to gold after a doping scandal was revealed within the US team.
What were you thinking when you came into the final straight and your three guys still in front of you? What were you thinking?
It was very easy to say that there were two guys in front of me because Michael Johnson, even on the same lines, you don't count him out. We knew the gold was going to the US. We knew that they were going to win it. We didn't deceive ourselves that we had any chance to compete with them. And as the race unfolded, we also ran the race on their own. But when I saw that the Jamaicans and the Bahamians were ahead of me, I had that feeling and I believed that I could beat them. I tried to run faster. Coming into the home straight, I tried to run faster. My legs were not responding. I pumped my hands faster. I saw that both of them had a battle within themselves. They were tightening up. They knew themselves very well. They had a Caribbean rivalry. They had an Olympic rivalry. They were just fighting within themselves. And because they were concentrating so much on themselves, they left a gap in the middle or at the side of the track on lane one. And when I saw that gap, I said, this is my chance. I think you got to take it. And I did. I took it.
I'm blessed and I thank my God for get the silver or gold. Then pray make a fall, but whatever I touch it turns into gold. Be one lele, one ba ba ba, ati de de de. I'm a le one lele, be one lele, one ba ba ba, ati de de de. I'm a le one lele.
By 2004, Nigeria's standing in world athletics was well in decline. We just did not know it. 2 bronze medals in Athens in the men's 4x4 and 4x1 were followed by another 2 bronze medals in Beijing in 2008, this time in the women's 4x1 and long jump. Then the unthinkable happened at London 2012. Team Nigeria came back with no medals. Why was the tiny island of Jamaica, with barely 3 million people, sitting on top of the athletics world, while Nigeria, a country of nearly 170 million, was not producing any more Olympic medalists? I teamed up with Enefiok, and we went to see for ourselves.
Go Gaga going crazy, go Gaga going crazy. Oh yeah, she's going
Jamaica is a country where double Olympic medalists are highly regarded. After all, even they only have a handful of athletes who have medaled more than once at the Olympics. So you'd understand why a couple of Nigerians showing up with a double Olympic medalist of their own would attract considerable attention.
All right, folks. So Making of Champions is a 4-part documentary investigating how track and field champions are made. Usain, Warren, Johan, and so many more of our athletes have caused Jamaica to blow up on a global stage.
Neville.
Not Neville. Is it nature or nurture? Well, executive producer and director of the documentary, his name is Adebambo Akani, and 2-time Olympic medalist Enifiok Ini Udu Obong join us now. Welcome to Jamaica. Eni, did I say that right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you very much.
Like you were born in Nigeria.
Born and raised.
I told her how to pronounce it.
Eni, my name is Yendi. It's Ghanaian. It's in my blood to speak and understand. Anyhow, welcome to you both.
Morning.
Bamba, I'm going to come to you first because the concept or the idea to make this documentary, first off, I'm going to ask the most basic question, but why?
That's a good question. After the London Olympics, London was actually the first Olympics that Nigeria didn't win a medal since Seoul '88. And being Nigerian, I decided to say, what can we do? How can we arrest the decline? And I decided that Nigerians need to see more of track and field, need to get more interested in it. And I thought that the best way of showing them that would be to make this documentary called Making of Champions.
And in making this documentary, you've, some would argue, you've come to the home of champions. So you're here in Jamaica, going through the motions of acquiring footage. Do you feel as though you can see what's different here to what you see in Nigeria?
We are champions!
The Inter-Secondary School Boys and Girls Championships, otherwise known as CHAMPS, is one of the premier youth athletics competitions in the world, and probably the biggest there is. This 5-day event, which attracts national attention and sells out the 35,000-seater National Stadium, is the pinnacle of the athletics career of any Jamaican schoolboy or girl.
Grandstand, wave your school flag like a propeller. Bleacher, signal your team, use your umbrella. Fans that get wild and nobody can calm them. Can't hear me if to the whistle and the anthem. Vendor sell off the soup and the condom. No more after champs war, me I want them. It's a champ, over champ, it's a champ. Boys and girls champ, over champ, it's a champ. Celebrate, it's a champ, celebrate, it's a champ. Boys and girls champ, over champ, it's a champ. We are win, we are win. Boys and girls champ, over champ, it's a champ. Celebrate, it's a champ. We are champions. Jamaicans represent for your team.